anyway, he was over there, and he was gone when I came. But then the police ended up right there, and I just so happened to get pulled over. So was it that? Was it not that? What was it? You know, it was. It is whatever you want it to be. Welcome to Altgeld Kingpins, the YouTube channel where we talk about confidential informants. And in this episode, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call this story time. So I'm not just talking about confidential informants just to be talking about confidential informants. I'm talking about confidential informants because I've actually been in the room with confidential informants. I've actually been in the bed with confidential informants. I've actually even been in relationships with confidential informants. So I kind of have some experience with the topic. That's why I talk so deeply and so freely about it, because I'm not a confidential informant. Confidential informants cannot expose themselves. They can't talk about all this stuff. This type of information actually bothers them and kind of, you know, mess with their insides. They get kind of queasy and stuff, and they get a heart knocking and all that get going on. But I'm gonna tell you guys a story about this one guy. So, whole time I had already heard that he was, you know, telling through the grapevine. They kept catching him over and over and over with stuff. He'd go to jail, but then he miraculously got out. Over and over, he did it so many times that it was just obvious what he was doing if you knew what was going on. So I had a girl that was actually talking to him, and she supposedly slept with him or whatever. So I'm looking like, shit, they ain't got nothing to do with me. That's on him. That's on her. But at the end of the day, I really personally ain't finna be fucking with her like that, because I really don't fuck with him like that. So after that situation ended up happening, I ended up going somewhere, and I ended up seeing him. So he was in a place where I was at. I was playing basketball. He was in there. So I'm already knowing how it go. It ain't like I already talked to him like that anyway. So, you know, he throwing me the basketball. I'm shooting. The whole time I'm waiting on this girl. So he go out the door, and a few minutes later she come into the door. So when she come into the door, I'm already knowing that they done messed around before and all that stuff. Like I said, I'm not caring. That's on them. So I asked her, like, did you just see him walk out?
No, I ain't see him.
But the whole time, like, he just walked out this door. You just came through that door. Y'all had to see each other. But the whole time she wanted to talk to me about me messing with another girl. When the whole time she messed with another dude. If y'all ever seen Friday, y'all seen the girl where she telling Craig that he did all this whole time. She had a nigga sitting right there next to her sleep. So just cause she acting like she wondering why you doing this with all these girls, if you is or if you ain't, the whole time she still doing her, bro. That's just the way the game go. But anyway, so we sitting here, we talking, whatever. I get a phone call from a number that I didn't know. So when I answer the phone, it's him. And I'm looking like, you know, what's going on? Oh, yeah, you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Like, no, I'm just chilling. What's going on? I need 2 of those. You need 2 of what? I need no 2 of them things. 2 of what things? You know, 2. Bro, who do you think you talking to? I'm talking to my mans. If I'm your mans, say my name then. Say my name. If I'm your man, say my. Who is this? This is so and so. Oh man, you and my man's number kind of the same, but I thought you was my. No, bro, no. You assumed that I was gonna say, oh, that's what you looking for? Oh yeah, man, you know, man, you ain't. Oh man, you called the right number. Let me go ahead and break you off with some of that. I'm gonna be your new man's. Oh man, you ain't his customer no more. You mine. That's what you thought was gonna happen, but it didn't happen. Further down the line, the same individual, younger sister, she ended up in a situation. His younger sister and his younger brother ended up in a situation to where, you know, house was ran in. They ended up supposedly going to jail, but they probably got locked up. Then they got let out. All of a sudden, the sister started having a liking to me. That's okay. I mean, you know, so it's like, oh yeah, you know, so I'm talking to her. She, oh yeah, they said that this, you know, alright, man, you know, you trying to, she, oh yeah, alright. She, oh, you gonna take me to your crib? Alright, man, I'm gonna take you to the crib. Come on, let's go to the crib. So she ended up having somebody end up watch her son at the time, and I take her to the crib. You already know what happened when I took her to the crib, and she get to just talking. Oh yeah, so you know what about this and what? Oh, Trey, I don't know what you talk about. No, I just like no. No, shorty, I got degrees. Like I got degrees, I got jobs. Like that's how I get my money. I don't get my money like that. Oh, everybody be saying, who is everybody? I mean, everybody. Who is everybody? When a person says everybody, but they can never say a name, dead giveaway. Because who is everybody? Say these names that's telling you this information. So, that goes off to the side. Now, the crazy thing is about the situation, the other younger brother that was in the situation, I ended up kind of having a situation with his ex-girlfriend. So when I had a situation with his ex-girlfriend, I don't know 100% how he was feeling. Maybe he felt some type of way about it. Maybe he didn't feel some type of way about it. But at the end of the day, big bro already tried to do it, no go. Little sis already tried to do it, no go. So now I'm messing with his ex. Now, he's over at his ex crib, and as he's over at his ex crib, I'm on my way over there. So I asked her who's all over there, and she tell me like, oh yeah, so and so over here. So I'm on my way. When I get over there, he was not over there. So I'm like, hey, what happened? She, oh, I don't know, he just left. I'm alright, cool. So we chilling and everything. I'm getting a little drunk, a little tipsy. So I'm drinking. It's a party that night. So I'm like, alright, man, I'm finna get ready to leave. I'm finna go to the party. Like, so I'm headed to the party. Soon as I leave out her crib, I make one turn. The police already right there. Like, it's two of them. They already right there. So they pulled me over, whatever. And I told this story before when I called a speeding ticket. Like, literally, like, this is literally what happened. They pulled me over and everything. So they pulled me over. I ended up just having to go to court and all that stuff. Y'all can watch the speeding ticket video if y'all want to hear that story. But anyway, he was over there. And he was gone when I came. But then the police ended up right there. And I just so happened to get pulled over. So, was it that? Was it not that? What was it? It is whatever you want it to be. But anyway, so after that, the reason why I tell this story this time, because all of them is family. So since all of them is family, I just rather tell them in one full swoop. So now, fast forward. They end up going to the city where I'm from, which is Chicago. So now I'm looking like these are people that never really, for real went to Chicago, but now they so comfortable in Chicago. But it's like they're acting in a certain way that they didn't act here while I currently live in Iowa. And it's like, I already know what they try to do to me, so I can imagine what they do in Chicago. And then, people all of a sudden get all this expensive stuff, and I'm looking like, people wasn't wearing that not too long ago. Now all of a sudden everybody got all this expensive. I already knew what it was. So I mean, people doing what it is that they doing. So it's like that's 3 informants right there. That's all within the family. Literally all within the family. That all of them that tried to do something to me. And that's just one story time. So I'm gonna tell you guys. I'm gonna give you guys 3 story times about me actually dealing for real with informants and what happened in the situation. As I can tell you guys, I don't have a criminal record today. I can't say that I've never been under investigation multiple times for whatever these people thought that I was doing, that I'm not doing and I wasn't doing, but they assumed that I was doing it. So that's they prerogative, but they helped me. So I'm saying these stories to have you guys to understand that they actually helped me. They showed me that people can be that close to you and trying to hurt you. People can use sex to try to get to you to actually try to hurt you. People can literally just do anything to inform on you, whatever type of information is that they can gather from you. They can get it and give it to law enforcement because they assume that you're doing something. So it was kind of interesting to go through all that. So I'm just telling y'all these are my stories and they helped me. The reason why I say that they helped me is because I learned. They intrigued me to go to school for criminal justice to learn more about what's really going on with the police and these informants. So it's like now I have a master's degree in criminal justice, so I totally understand the subject. I've already been through it before I even went to school, and I made it through it, so I understood it from that standpoint as well. That's why, in my endeavors to go to get my master's in criminal justice, I've had several people that work for law enforcement agencies where they told me you shouldn't be making YouTube videos. Here I am again making YouTube videos, but it's because of this video right here. My snitch versus informant video. Before I went to school or any of that, I had made that video. And when I made that video, I was going off my thought process of what I was seeing and what I could put together logically about what was going on. all these years later, come to find out, now I have all the research that I need. Now I have all the books that I need. I have everything to back up everything what I said. Because back then, I just was talking. Now I'm not talking. I have references. I have peer-reviewed studies. I have research. I have things that I can show you to prove what I'm saying is going on. So with me not having none of this education, but knowing what I knew at that time, and it was really, really going on like that, they was intrigued to know that I knew that before going on my criminal justice endeavor. So that's why I thank all those informants that came into my life and tried to do what they tried to do to me, because it was kind of like play for me. Like I was playing, I already knew what was going on before they even thought about anything. I already knew what was going on, but I acted as if I didn't, just to see what they would do. So now I train myself to understand when the informant is in an environment. Who is the informants? I literally know who are the informants just by watching them, just by understanding their behaviors, just by having one conversation with them. So it's like now I just look at it like, wow, I'm kind of like an informant expert. So that's my story time for right now. I'll come back and give you guys another story time in a minute. So like, share, subscribe, leave a comment below. Drop 100 down below if you like this story. Drop another 100 down below if you want to hear more stories. So I'll see you guys on the next episode.
This video is for educational and entertainment use only. The views in this video do not necessarily represent the views or life of Marlon Dixon.